Okay, guys, my truck's still broken down, so I'm kind of just hanging out in the shop today. I got some follow-up stuff to do. Just kind of lounging around in my dirty clothes, really. But I got my top 10, not in any particular order, sales tips for you. Some of it's install related too, but just tips when you're dealing with your customers, what to do. And I thought maybe you'd appreciate it because I told you guys I was going to do some sales stuff, some sales training, and I think this will help some of you if you're just getting into the trade or you're getting into a new sales position. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, guys, top 10 HVAC sales tips for you on this lovely Tuesday. Number one, sell solutions, not equipment. What does that mean? Okay, what that means, guys, is we're not here. We're not at their home to sell them a box. Okay, we're at their home to sell them a comfort solution. I know that's an old cliche, but a lot of guys get fixated on the brand of equipment that they're selling and that they're the only one that can offer them something. You need to separate yourself and let them know that you're going to make their house comfortable. You're going to look at everything. You're going to do a heat loss. You're going to do a duct assessment, make sure they don't have any hot or cold spots in the house, and you're going to make sure that what you're giving them is the best thing for their money. So that's what that means. Number two, ask questions, then shut up. What does that mean? Okay, that one's pretty self-explanatory, guys. So when you ask customer questions, don't keep talking. Never interrupt them, and never not let them finish a sentence. They're going to tell you what they want and what they need. You just have to shut your mouth. I tend to talk too much sometimes, but I'm getting better at really being quiet during the whole sales process and listening to the customer. It's very important. Number three, smile, but don't fake it. What does that mean? Okay, guys, again, this one's very self-explanatory. Always have a smile on your face when you're talking to the customer. I tend to have a resting face that's not always smiling, and people can read that the wrong way. But keep a smile on your face and make it genuine. Have fun with the process, and the customer will see that, and they're going to trust you a lot more to do the project for them, and they're going to like to be around you more. So even if you're not a natural smiler, try to keep a smile on your face. Number four, show genuine interest in the customer's personal life. Let me tell you what that means. Okay, guys, that doesn't mean bringing up something in their house or something that you see. Only show genuine interest in their personal life if it's something they bring up, okay? If they talk about their fishing boat, if they talk about their kids, if they talk about their wife, they talk about their job, that's the type of stuff you want to show interest in. Not fake interest, because people are interesting. We get to meet a lot of people throughout the year, and it's fun to hear about their life, but do not bring up something in their home that they did not bring up. That can be a very dangerous thing to do. So show interest in the things that they show interest in and want to talk to you about. Number five, price is secondary. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, price is secondary. What you want to focus on is the quality of the work that you're going to do and the quality of the product. We'll get to that in a later step about the product, but do not talk about price unless the customer asks about it. If they ask because they're worried about their budget, say, well, we have financing options for you. We have, we always do a good, better, best. So you're going to have 3 different options to choose from. We'll get to that too. Do not talk about price unless they bring it up. That should be secondary. You're there to give them a solution, not to take their money, and that's what you need to focus on. Number 6, talk as if you already have secured the project. Let me tell you what that means. So guys, what that means is I think the sales gurus call it an intention statement. I call it being smart. So if you're getting excited about the project and you really delve in there and go, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, it makes the customer feel more at home, and they can actually picture you doing their project, because that's really what it's all about. When you're there as just another sales guy, they think And this is easier for a one-man band like me because I'm selling it and I'm telling them I'm going to be the one installing it too. So they already got that going for me. But if you can kind of show them, hey, this is what I'm going to do, this is me physically doing it, they can picture you in their house working, and that right there is half the battle. It really is. So number 7, pretend it's your home. What does that mean? Okay, guys, this one's very simple. So what you want to do is pretend it is your home that you're working on, okay? What if you were doing an install on your own house, right? So that doesn't mean go grab some potato chips and go sweat into their couch. I don't mean that. You know, don't be doing things that you would do at your own house, and I don't want to know what those are. What I mean is treat their home as if it was yours, okay? You know, if your wife gets mad at you at home for leaving a little bit of dust on the ground, then, you know, be aware of that. You need to keep the work area clean. You need to be professional. No cursing on the job site. Just be respectful is what the bottom line there is, you know. And when you're doing their installation, or if it's a service call, whatever it may be, always treat their home with the utmost respect. And you know, I always tell people, you know, you can do the best job in the world on their project, but if you leave one fingerprint somewhere, that's all they're going to remember. You leave one scratch on their wall somewhere, that's all they're going to remember. So be very, very, very cognizant of that. You definitely want to leave the house cleaner than when you got there. I always do. Number 8, you are the brand. I'll tell you what that means. Okay, guys, so what that means is I sell brand X, okay? Brand X is my company. The only time you want to bring up brand is if the customer mentions it. And then what I tell them is, I don't really care about the brands. I care about how I perform the installation and how I'm going to solve your issues. Because when it boils down to it, the name on the product isn't as important as the name that you present as your company, okay? So I always call them brand X. And if they ask me what brand I install, I say I install seat and heating branded equipment. And you know, and that may come in a form of a Train, it may come in the form of a Bosch, a Rheem, whatever it may be. But it's not good to focus on brand, because then you're not really separating yourself from somebody else. Because, you know, most contractors can get just about anything. So if they're really dead set on having that brand, you know, some people are Train washed and they want to Train, then find them the closest that you can get. If you can only get American Standard, if you can only get Run True, you know, tell them, hey, I can get you the Run True by Train, you know, because I know you really want that product. But honestly, don't accentuate it. Say, I'm going to make sure that product's going to be installed to the best of my abilities and per manufacturer specs. That's what you want to focus on. Number 9, good, better, best. I think you know where I'm going with this one. Okay, so we touched on it a little bit when one of the earlier steps, but always give 3 options. I don't care if 2 of them are pretty much the same. Always give 3 options. The reason being, most of the time customers are going to pick the best. And we know that our best usually is a little bit of higher profit, and it's more of a quality product. So it's good to do that. And also, you never know what someone's budget is, so you want to give them an economy line too. I know you guys know this already, but what I tell customers is, hey, you already got your 3 quotes. You got them from me. So why do you need to get other bids? Now, I don't say that to them, but in their brain, they're thinking, oh gosh, I got 3 different options here from this one person, so I don't have to look around so much. So always give 3 different options: good, better, best. Very important. I do it on every job. Number 10, relax. I'll tell you why. Okay, guys, so what that means in that one word, relax, is, you know, I've been doing this for many, many years, and I see probably, I don't know, 300 to 500 families a year, if not more. If you're anxious in any way, if you're pushy in any way, if you're nervous in any way, people aren't dumb, and they pick up on that. So be yourself, relax, pretend you're talking to one of your buddies at the bar, one of your girlfriends at the bar if you're a female salesman. You know, whoever it may be, always relax and try to place yourself, like I'm doing right now when I do these little videos, is try to place myself in a comfortable atmosphere, you know, and it really helps you. Helps take a big deep breath before you go into the house. You know, you're not going to get every project. If they say no, it's not the end of the world. There's always someone else out there. So, and you know, closing rates, you know, a really good salesman is not going to close 3 out of 5. So just keep that in mind, you know, and you'll do well if you just don't be pushy, don't be anxious, don't be nervous, just be yourself, and everything will fall into place. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll have a little summary here in a second. So yeah, guys, just to summarize everything. So I'm not the best salesman. I actually am not a salesman. Never had any sales training. I'm an installer by trade. I'm a rough and tumble, get in the crawl space kind of, you know, get on my hands and knees kind of guy, get dirty, you know, cut myself up, whatever. That's who I am. I'm an introvert by, you probably know that. I'm an introvert by nature, but I mean, I've got a lot better over time knowing, just knowing my work, knowing HVAC very well. It's made it a lot easier for me. And doing this YouTube thing for a little while now, it's made you know, talking on camera a little easier too. So in closing, I just want to, you know, I kind of got into some install stuff too, like things you want to do while you're there doing their install, and that all ties into the sales, because you know, you gotta assume that this is not the last time you talk to the customer, right? You're going to see them face to face again, because you're going to get the job. So that's the way you want to talk to them. And yeah, I don't have much else to say on it. If you guys got any other questions or comments, let me know. But I think my process is good because it works well. My closing rate's very high. I mean, it helps that I'm mostly on a referral basis with my customers. It's all referral business, so they already have been recommended, you know, from somebody else to me. So, or I've been recommended to them. Sorry, I said that wrong. That's my introvertness coming out. So, yeah, I'm not going to ramble any longer on this, but you know, in closing, just go out there and have fun, and everything else will follow. Thanks, guys.